What's up, guys? It's Mike here from the Arc of Wrestling with another quick, fast count review. This go around is for NXT TakeOver London. I'm gonna go over the match card, the card real quick. Give my quick opinion of it because I did watch this, and then we'll end it there. There were three dark matches. They were probably on television next week because they were taped for TV. But if they weren't, I went around to go, blah, blah, I'm having a sweet stroke tonight. We'll go through them anyway, real quick. Gable and Jordan beat the Vaudevillains, the Hype Bros, and Blake and Murphy. Ayla Sampson defeated Bull Dempsey. Sami Zayn beat Ty Dillinger. Those were the dark matches. I'm guessing those were going to be taped for TV, apparently. But those are your matches before and after Takeover, because Zayn and Dillinger was the match afterwards. Moving on to the main show. Asuka beat Emma. Dash and Dawson beat Enzo and Cass for the team tag belts. Baron Corbin beat Apollo Crews. Bayley beat Nia Jax to retain the women's belt. And Finn Balor beat Samoa Joe to retain the NXT title. Now, first off, the worst match of the night by far was Dash and Dawson versus Enzo and Big Cass. Not because I don't like Enzo and Big Cass, it's because the match was just bad. That's all I'm going to say about that. You figure Dash and Dawson will be transitional champs. Because, all of a sudden you have the Vaudevillains who are chasing Blake and Murphy. They're super over. And for some strange reason, they took the belts off of them. My mind is blown. It's like, oh hey, you're over. We're gonna take the belts off you. NXT Brooklyn, I'm thinking you'd think was supposed to be Cass and Enzo's time to shine and win the belts, but then put the Vaudevillains in, and made the Vaudevillains the team that wanted to go through the chase. So I'm going to assume that they're the team that you want to chase, and that's all there is to that. But they won the belts, but then he lost them like 2 months later. I don't get it. Dash Dawson feel like a Gyro tag team, to be honest with you. To be quite honest with you, I don't know what's going on there. The best match of the night was Balor and Joe, of course. Then, if you didn't expect anything great from them, then you weren't really expecting much, or your expectations are super low. Corbin and Crews was decent for what I saw. Corbin made the comment, "You should have stayed at Ring of Honor." Little did Baron Corbin know, Apollo Crews never worked for Ring of Honor. There's that. But Baron Corbin is no longer the fodder for the new guys coming from the independent circuit, which I'm shocked about that. It's usually he lost to did he lose to Cruz or Baby? I don't know. He lost to Joe. He lost to somebody else. I don't know. I thought he was gonna take Tyler Breeze's spot as the indie enhancement talent guy, jobber guy, but apparently not more. We'll probably get Corbin and Balor at the TakeOver Dallas show, which is in April, which is the night before WrestleMania, the weekend of WrestleMania. The one match I didn't really truly like was Bayley and Nia Jax, because they had Nia Jax destroy Bayley, having Bayley do the John Cena thing, where she never gives up, never surrenders, and all this bullshit. If you're gonna do this, I got a feeling they're gonna do this with Bayley now all the time, for whatever reason. I mean, it worked with Sasha because, Sasha's. Shout out, Kat. Sasha's not a big woman, but Nia Jax is kind of big. If you haven't seen her, she's kind of big. She's also The Rock's cousin. But Nia Jax destroyed Bayley throughout that entire match. What? My cat's meowing at me. But Nia Jax is The Rock's cousin, and she destroyed Bayley the entire match. Like, come on. You're making it believable that Bayley cannot overcome Nia Jax. And then Bayley gets the win. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I got a feeling she's gonna become the John Cena of NXT, and people are gonna hate her, and eventually, and she's gonna turn heel, and she's gonna just take a giant hit all over her number one fan. Literally, she's gonna just stand over her and just cock a leg and just go. It's gonna be great. I'm going to enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it as well. Asuka and Emma. I don't even know why you put Emma in this match with Asuka. Asuka is by far the more superior talent to Asuka. Emma. Did I say that right? If not, Asuka is the far more superior talent to Emma. There we go. Apparently Gable and Jordan were super over. They were chanting their names before the show even started. That's surprising. I guess, well, just because it's the London crowd, you can't really expect that much. Sami Zayn's match, it should have been on the pay-per-view. I don't know why they put Asuka and Emma on the show. This is what I want. I want NXT TakeOver shows to be 3 hours. I mean, you make their TV show 2 hours and you put the pay-per-views at 3. You're on the network, for Christ's sake. You have, if you really can't find the time to make the TakeOver shows 3 hours on your own network, and the show even went to overtime, it was like 10 minutes past. It was a 2-hour show and it went 10 minutes past the 2 hours. Come on. Make the show 3 hours. It's the only logical thing to do. I mean, to me that is. Catch using a litter box, great. You hear her, that's her. But, yeah, it's the only logical thing to do. 3-hour show. Come on. You have all this talent, and NXT is no longer developmental territory in my eyes. It is now the third brand, but it's not on national television. Thank you, Kat. It's no longer the main brand, the developmental territory. I don't care what anybody says. It's the third brand. All this talent's down there, and you can't do anything with it because you have an hour TV show, and half of it's going to all the indie guys you signed. Make the show 2 hours, make the pay-per-view 3 hours, so that way you don't have guys like Solomon Crow, who was doing absolutely jack shit before he got released. Come on. Do something with this show, WWE. Triple H, do something with this show. Make it 3 hours. Make the TV show 2 hours. It's your network. What are you honestly going to do? Are you going to throw a fit because you can't show your 14 episodes of WWE Countdown afterwards? After the 1 o'clock airing? Or the 1 hour airing? Come on. Let's make the show longer so we can give more people time. Because if you have developmental territory, people down there, and they're doing nothing, they're not learning. They're just standing there going, I want to wrestle. And you're going, no, you can't. Okay. But anyway, I give this show 4 out of 5 sploops. It wasn't the best by any means. The crowd was great. I'll give the crowd 5 out of 5 sploops. But as far as the matches themselves, the last 2 matches were the best matches. Then Asuka and Emma comes in right behind them. But other than that, it wasn't that great. But yeah. Thank you for joining me. What? I know. Thank you for joining me on the NXT TakeOver London review show. This has been a 1,000 count review through the arc of wrestling. I guess I will see you next time. Bye.